Have you ever felt so overwhelmed by everything going on around you? Sometimes it just gets so much that you stop being productive. Hours turn into days, days turn into weeks, and you just can't bring yourself to do anything. You are not alone. I've been there too. For the past few weeks, I have felt overwhelmed by the sheer amount of work that I have to do. I have my final exams coming up in medical school. I also have my final year project, and this YouTube channel to run. Everything has been quite overwhelming, and in this video I'm going to share with you some tips that helped me to deal with feeling overwhelmed. If you're new here, my name is Faith, and on this channel we talk about navigating life in general, skincare, and I also share snippets of my life in medical school. I know it's a weird combination, right? But I promise you'll have fun if you stick around. The first step that I like to take in dealing with feeling overwhelmed is to take out time to rest. I know what you say, but I've been resting for the past few days now. Or have you been resting? Maybe you've been resting your physical body, but your mind is racing at 10,000 miles per hour. At the end of the day, you end up feeling stressed and tired, even if you do not do anything throughout the day. So this is the time to just shut off your mind, enjoy doing nothing. You can do your self-care routine if you have one. You can also watch your favorite TV shows, eat your favorite food. Just take out time to relax and just be in that moment, enjoy that moment, and don't think of all those things that you have to do. The next thing that I like to do when I'm feeling overwhelmed is to declutter and organize my space. Since I'm feeling overwhelmed, usually it reflects in my environment. My mind is chaotic, so my environment tends to be chaotic too. So what I like to do is to take out time to organize my space, declutter my environment, make sure everywhere is clean. Helps me feel like I am in control of my life. At least I'm in control of something in my life, and everything is not just being put on top of me and all of that. So just take our time to put up the curtain, put things back where they're supposed to be, make your bed, clean your environment, and I promise you, it will make you feel so much better. The next step that I like to take in dealing with feeling overwhelmed is to brain dump. Sometimes when we feel like we are overwhelmed, it's usually because we are not clear on what it is that is the next step that we should be taking in whatever situation that we find ourselves in. So what I usually do is to take a book and a pen, just sit down and dump all my thoughts, all my tasks, everything I feel like I need to do, dump it straight onto that book. No pressure for it to be organized or anything, just write it roughly, write it anyhow. Just make sure you don't leave one thing remaining in your brain. Dump everything right into that book. Now that you've done your brain dump onto a book, a paper, or maybe your iPad, whatever it is that you use to do your brain dump, once you've done that, the next thing now is to categorize your tasks. So you put down everything that you need to do, everything that is overwhelming you, and then you now categorize them as the ones that are urgent, the ones that are important, the ones that you need to get to straight away immediately. And this helps you be clear on what exactly it is you need to be doing at that particular point in time. So once you've done this, you are now clear on what is the next step that you should take. So my next step is just to start. You see, once you are clear on what it is that you need to do, what is your next step, you just need to start. Do not procrastinate. Do not wait for the perfect time. Just start. It's easier to keep going once you start than overcoming the resistance of starting. Just as Newton quoted in his law of inertia, when a body remains at rest or continues to remain at rest until something makes it move, something like that. But yeah, you get my gist, right? If the resistance is really in starting the thing, but once you've started, it's really easier to keep being in motion, to continue doing that thing once you have just overcome that resistance of starting it. So just go start it. Don't think about it. Just sit down and do what it is you have to do. Another thing is to start small so that you don't end up overwhelming yourself again. Start with the easier tasks that you have to do, and work your way up into doing the harder ones. Now that we figured out what it is that we need to do and we have started doing it, another thing that is going to help us keep the momentum alive and keep showing up is to let go of our limiting beliefs and fears. Sometimes what makes us not do the things we're supposed to do and we end up feeling overwhelmed by all the things that we have to do is because we feel like we are not capable of handling all those things, and we feel like these things are so daunting and probably fail if we try, so we end up not even trying at all. So it's important to let go of the self-doubt in us and see that we are more than capable of handling whatever it is that we have, whatever situation that we are in that is making us feel overwhelmed, and also to look at those things that we see as daunting, see them that like they are small and they are something that you can actually overcome and you are capable of overcoming them. The most important thing is to keep showing up. Another step that is going to keep us from feeling overwhelmed in a short span of time again is to build a routine. Sometimes we feel overwhelmed because our lives lack structure. We do not have a daily routine that we follow. We just wake up and just go about our day. Everything is chaotic, whatever goes in your day. But when you have a structure to your day, you have a morning routine that you follow, you have a night routine that you follow, you have an afternoon routine that you follow, and this is what I'm supposed to do at this particular time, and you do it when it gets to that time. It really helps to keep your life structured. It helps to keep your life balanced, and it also helps you not to feel like everything is all over the place and chaotic, and it keeps you calm and grounded. Feeling overwhelmed and burnt out is really part of everyday life, and being equipped to handle this difficult situation when you face it is essential in navigating life's journey. I really hope this video helps someone out there to deal with feeling overwhelmed. Thank you all for watching. Bye.